Okay, now see, last class we have seen how we can use this 3D extrude option, and we have created two different logos. So we have created one what is that? One ribbon logo, and also one logo with letter. Okay, so now we will move on to the next option, that is revolve. So here we have an option called revolve. Okay, so let us see how this revolve is going to work. See, when you are using revolve, the first thing you have to remember is, excuse me, the first thing you have to remember is, see, this revolve works on a single path. Okay, you have to take a path and you have to apply revolve to that. So it will give you a 360-degree object. Okay, it will create a 360-degree revolution and create one object. So how we can use this? See, first turn off the fill, only keep the stroke, and we'll change the stroke color to some red color. Okay, and then we'll select the pen tool. See, with revolve we can create objects like glass, pot, and also flower vase. So these are the objects that we can create. So let me first create one simple glass. Glass is not like a normal glass. This is like a bar glass. Okay, that glass that you see in bars and restaurants, like that. Okay, so I am going to just take off a stroke, and I will just click see here, just create one shape in this manner. Okay, and after creating this path, just hit enter. Okay, then we'll select the direct selection tool, and then we'll adjust it properly. Okay, okay, so now what we'll do is, we'll give some thickness to this. Okay, so I will increase the stroke here. See, I have given some thickness. We'll actually try to give it some okay, this much is okay. Now see, now what I will do is select this stroke, go to effect, 3D, 3D classic. This is actually in latest version 2022 version, but in previous version 2020, like that, you will not see these options. Okay, so directly you, what you do, go to the this revolve option. Directly you will see revolve option. Okay, I am just selecting this revolve. So see here we got a object immediately. Okay, but actually we want a glass actually. So in this dialog box we will just use this right edge. See here, we got a glass. Okay, let me change it a little bit. I'll keep it like this, and we can also add one anchor point here. Okay, okay, so now let us see how we are going to get the output. Okay, effect and revolve, and again we'll select right edge. See, we got a glass. Okay, okay, we'll slightly adjust it. Okay, and also if you want a different color, so we'll just simply select this, double click on this. See, now we have a green color path, and if we just apply the same revolve option again, okay, so we are going to get a green color object or green color glass. And the next thing is, see here we can see some lighting here, so we can also control this lighting. How we can control? See here, just click on this more options. So in more options we can actually change the lighting here, see, okay, so something like this. And we can also increase this blend steps, okay. So blend steps means it will become a little bit smooth. See, it's very heavy option, see. And we'll also reduce the highlight size. Actually highlight size is too much, so we'll make it a little bit small, so the highlights will be a little bit small actually, okay. See the highlights are a little bit small, okay. It's actually, it takes a lot of memory, that is why it is slowing down actually, okay, right. And you can also control this ambient here, okay. Let us reduce the ambient light and see what will happen. So it is taking time, see, now see, looking nice, see, is it clear? And then once you are done with this glass, so we can just simply go to object and then click on this expand appearance. So we can actually scale it down. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is I will create two more objects, okay. So I will select the pen tool, will again select the only the stroke, so just deselect it, okay, deselect it, and we'll select the pen tool, we'll take only the stroke, and I will give some reddish color to this, okay. And then this time I will create a pot, okay. So what is a pot? Matka, or you can say kunda. So something like this, hit enter, okay. Okay, so something like this. Now we will try to give it some thickness, okay. And after giving this thickness, let us apply a revolve option, okay, and we'll say rotate, oh sorry, revolve. So see, we got it like this, but we have to select right edge, see, okay. Actually we have to change the neck a little bit, neck is not so interesting, okay. So try to change the neck, and then select the stroke, and then effect 3D revolve, and again select the right edge, see. Now we got a pot, and again we will reduce the highlight size. We don't want the highlight size to be too much, and again we will actually reduce the ambient light, see. So now we got the look actually, okay. And then see, we will increase this blend steps, so it will become more smooth actually. So you will not see this kind of lines, see, so it's become very smooth, see, so now it's very smooth, okay. and actually the shading color should be black only, okay, but in case you want different color, you can select a different color shading, see, but generally black is the best option, okay. See, and highlight intensity also, let us reduce it, okay. Highlight means this kind of lighting. See, we have created one pot, and again we will expand it, object, expand appearance, and we'll create one last and final object, okay, that is actually flower vase, okay, and we'll actually make it small. See, it's taking lot of memory, it's a very heavy option. Okay, so the next one is, so this time we'll select a blue color, okay, and then what I will do now, select the pen tool, and how flower vase is going to be actually, okay, the flower vase, okay. So just try to adjust the shape like this. And again we will give some thickness to this. Okay. So this much thickness is okay. So with this thickness I will again go to effect 3D and revolve. And again we'll select right edge. Okay, we'll change it a little bit. So we'll change the neck a little bit. Okay. We'll then apply revolve to this. Okay, so something like this. Okay, we'll also change it a little bit in the neck area. Okay, we can actually keep it like this. Okay. So we can create different type of flower vases. See, see this. So you can then go to object, expand appearance. So this is a flower vase. So we can also put some flowers inside this. So how we can put flowers? See, actually we have something called symbols here. I will show you the symbols. See, we'll go to this windows, and here we have symbols. Okay. So here some ready-made objects are available to us. So first let us see what are those ready-made objects. See, there is a very big list of ready-made objects here. Okay, very big list here. Okay, for example, if you go to this
Sir,
logo,
where is this option available?
so
sir,
this
once
option
again?
is available inside the Windows. See, go to Windows, and in Windows we have to go to this symbol. See,
Symbols, okay.
keyboard shortcut is Shift Control F11. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so here this symbols panel appears, and in this symbols panel we have plenty of symbols here. Let me check this logo elements. See here, some ready-made objects are there. See, for example, here we have this aeroplane. Okay, and here we also have this car. See, okay, we also have this fish. See, okay, so many symbols are there. See, rocket. So many ready-made symbols are there, and we can also add our own symbols to this library, symbols library. Okay, and here we have the flowers. See, we'll go to these flowers. See, here we have these flowers. So let me add a flower to this. Okay, so let me add one more. Okay, see, and we'll add one more. So you can keep it here. Okay, and last on panel we'll add the one last two flower. So here, so we can add flowers to this flower vase. Okay, so something like this. Here. Okay, so is it clear, Darpan and Sunita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now we understood how to use this revolve and create different shapes. I will tell you one interesting example with this revolve. Okay, okay, see, I have just now told you about this symbols. Okay, so we will use a combination of both symbols as well as revolve option and create some interesting logo. Okay, so what we'll do is, first thing is I am going to create my own symbol. Okay, so how we can create our own symbol? See, let me first select a rectangle. Okay, we will give some color to this. Okay, then we'll take one more duplicate. Okay, and Control D. So I have created this five rectangles. So let me just select all these rectangles and simply drag it inside this symbols panel. Okay, so what will happen? A symbol options dialog opens. Here we can give some name to our symbol. So we will say rectangles. Okay, and then simply click OK. So now our rectangles has become a symbol and it is added to this symbols library. See here, I can delete this actually. I don't need this because I already have this symbol. See, I can drag it any number of times like this. So now that we have this symbol, what I will do is I will select one rectangle. Okay, one more rectangle. Okay, and I can rotate it, and then let me apply a revolve option to this. So here 3D revolve. Okay, actually we should get it like this. How? Like a cylinder. Okay, we'll do one thing. Instead of keeping it like this, let's see whether we'll get a cylinder or not. Okay, so so we have got a cylinder now. Okay, so here see we have some options. So what are these options actually? Okay, we can actually rotate it. Okay, so how to rotate it actually? So we'll try to rotate it this angle. Okay, not this one. Okay, we'll rotate it like this. Okay, exactly 90 degrees. Okay, so something like this. So now what we'll do is here after rotating, okay, one thing we'll do, actually we'll make it a little bit thin. Okay, first we'll cancel this. So we'll actually make it a little bit thin like this. Okay, and also let us not okay, we want it to be little bit thin. Okay, this much is okay. Okay, then we will just go to this revolve option. Okay, so now we got a cylinder, so we will actually make it 0. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so what we'll do is, say I'm going to just keep it 0 here. Okay, and we'll make it 90 here, so that we have rotated it. Okay, then what is the next step we'll do? See here, see this is a very important step here. Okay, see just now we have created one symbol. Okay, so just now we have created one symbol, so now we are going to use that symbol. Okay, we are going to use that symbol in this revolve option. So how we will use? See here, here we have an option called map art. Let us select this map art. Okay, so in this map art we will be selecting the option rectangles. Okay, but before that here we will just select these rectangles here. Okay, see here, okay, so something will select it. Okay, so here we got this. See, so something we got it like this. Okay, and then we will select this rectangle. See here, can you see? Okay, we can actually adjust this rectangle. See here, how we can adjust? We can actually rotate it like this. See, can you see this? See, we can actually extend it like this. See, keep it like this. See, see here. So we are getting something like a ribbon shapes here. And also we can do one thing. We can click on this invisible geometry here. So you can see the moment I selected invisible geometry, you can see the change. See here. Able to understand Sunita and Darpan?
Yes, sir.
See here. See, now we got a shape, some shape we got. Okay, just I have kept it like this. And invisible geometry. What is the meaning of invisible geometry? See, we have hidden this cylinder. Okay, right. Then the next thing.
Normally, where we use this actually this software, so it's what for this?
I will be creating one logo. See, so I will be creating one logo, and you will see how I will be creating. Okay.
Sir, before this you have created one pot and other things, no? That also we can add in the symbols lister.
That is not for symbols. That is only for that is to create only one 3-dimensional objects with just by using a path. Okay, that is a different thing. You check my recording again. Okay, you will understand. Okay. See here, I can rotate it and you can see the different combinations here. Okay, see like this. So we got something like this. So once we got it, just I will just click OK, and then we'll click OK again. See here, we got a shape. Okay, and then so we'll see what we can do. So we cannot directly work on this. We have to expand it. So first we'll say just expand appearance. Okay, after clicking on expand, we'll say ungroup. Okay, you have to do ungroup again. See, now you can see, and we will just right click and just click on this release clipping mask. Till you get that release clipping mask, you have to ungroup it. Okay, so now we got this shape. So then we have some unwanted object here, just simply delete that. Okay, so we only want these two objects. Okay, able to understand? So always delete this, only now you'll see only these objects here. Okay, so then what we can do is, see, I can actually take one more duplicate here. Okay, so just select this and just keep it here. See, we have created this N, letter N. So we have to adjust it properly. Okay, see here, we got a letter N. Okay, so we will make it interesting here. So how we can what we can do now is, see, I can add some 3-dimension depth to this. Okay, so simply first we'll select this, we'll just go to 3D and we'll apply extrude and bevel. Okay, simply select this. See here, so we have applied this. First we will just make it 0, everything 0, keep everything as 0. Okay, then we can actually just rotate it like this. Okay, so we also have to remember the value here. Okay, so what is the value? Okay, so we'll keep 8 is okay. Okay, just simply click. Okay, so 8. Now we'll select this one and we'll do the same thing. We'll just go to the effect 3D and then we'll say extrude and bevel. So again we will make all these values 0. Okay, and then we will rotate. Which one actually? This one, huh?
Last one, sir.
So we have used last one or
8.
This one? This one only, no?
Yes, 8.
Okay. Okay. Right, and then we'll do the same thing and extrude. So again we'll say, okay, see we got a 3 dimension to this. So to make it more interesting, we can actually ungroup it. Okay, oh sorry, we have to first expand it. First expand and then ungroup. Okay, don't ungroup directly. Okay, and then we'll just say ungroup again. Okay, just try to move it. Okay, so we want all these objects. See, we will first what we will do is we will actually unite all the side parts. So just go to the Windows and select this Pathfinder, and we'll just click on unite. Okay, and then we will directly apply swatches to this. So I will just go to the Windows and swatches. I think I told you about swatches last class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Ready-made gradients.
Yeah, ready-made gradients. So we'll directly select this. So we will apply some ready-made gradient to this. Okay, see here. Okay, so something like this. And for the top part, we can apply some. Okay, we'll apply this. See, so something like this. And also for the side part here, see, we'll do the same thing. Again ungroup. Okay, keep ungrouping. Okay, till everything becomes a separate object. Okay, understood? Right. So then again we will just apply this this color to the first we'll unite. Okay, again we will unite. We'll again unite. So if you don't unite, what will happen is you will not get the color properly. Okay, the color we have to get the proper coloring. Okay, see here. So just apply the color. Okay, so like this, right? And then simply we'll select this bottom part and click on this. Okay, something like this, right? So last and final, we'll just finish it off by ungrouping this one. And ungroup it again. Okay, till we get all the separate pieces. Okay, so again what you have to do, just will unite them. Unite. Okay, and again we will apply the this color. Okay, yeah.
అది ఇంకా ప్రాజెక్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి సార్ ఇంకా అంటే మార్నింగ్ బ్యాచ్ వచ్చాము కదా 20.
Okay, so we will finish it off. So simply we will see, we can directly pick the color here. Okay, so directly use the eyedropper to pick the color. So something like this we can create, see. Okay, see, once we are done with this, so what is the next step we will do? See, we will just try to create one simple outline here, or simple we'll first group it. Okay, so we'll just say so you see we can use this one center align. Okay, alt shift is to center align. And then we will do one thing, we'll just take a outline here, just turn off the fill. Okay, so we'll just cut this one. So we'll cut this path here, so something like this. Okay, and then we will just put some text on this. Okay, so we'll just use impact. Okay, and then I will remove the text, and we will also try to increase the size of the text. Okay, so we can increase, simply we can put a value here. Okay, so we'll say Neuron Technologies. Okay, something like this. Right, so we'll just expand it. See, don't try to stretch it. Okay, keep it something like this. Okay, and then we'll make one more. Okay, and then we will give some simple gradient to this. So control F9. So we can say here we will use a yellow gradient. Okay, so simple. Okay, just we will just say send it to back. Okay, actually the color is mixing, so we will do one thing, we will use blue color. You can also use emerald. Okay, so yeah, green is already there, so we will do one thing, we will use blue color here. So light blue and center it. Okay, and see what we'll do is So we can actually cut this. So we can cut this. See, we can just we'll take this one. Okay, and then we will give it some color. Select this, and then we'll say back minus front. Okay, actually why it's here, we'll keep it here. Okay, okay, so something like this, and then we will hit G and we'll try to adjust the gradient here. Okay, and we'll just right click, arrange, bring to front. Okay, okay, so then what I'll do is okay, we'll give some drop shadow to this. Okay, see, here we got a drop shadow. Okay, so something like this, and then we can also try a white outline. Let us see, this is optional. We can give a white outline. Okay, it's not so interesting. Okay, because there is one line here. Okay, right, so just we can keep it like this, and then so just type something here. Okay, right, and then we'll do one thing, we'll just give one background. So we can give one yellow background. Okay, and then we can keep it behind everything. Okay, so something like this, and in case you want red color, pure red color, you can give. Okay, and we can make it more interesting. In case you want to give gradient to this, you can give gradient. See, something like this. But actually we'll give which one, reddish gradient itself. Okay, something reddish. So for this, if you want to give gradient, you have to expand it. Okay, normally we can give. Okay, now we'll give it. Okay, and we'll just give one white outline. Okay, white, instead of white outline we'll give drop shadow. We'll make it 30. Okay, and we can also give it a mild shadow. Okay, so we have given it a mild shadow. Okay, simply click OK, and we'll give one outline now. Okay, now it looks nice. See here. Okay, see, the most important thing is this one, N. So you should know how to create that. Okay,
So any letter can be created in the same way.
yeah, you can create any letter. I will just show you. Actually, there is one more example with revolve. I will show you. Okay, so then finally what you can do now after creating this,
Export.
export. Okay, but one thing you'll do, instead of exporting, see, we'll actually create a better background. So this is actually this is something like a software company logo. So what we'll do is we will create one some kind of sci-fi background. Okay, we'll just get one sci-fi background instead of normal background. So we'll just type sci-fi background, something like this. Okay, you'll get something like this. See, this type of, this is looking nice, but we'll check whether any interesting thing is there. Okay, so always take on big size. Okay, this is looking nice, but always take a copyright, don't take any copyright things. Okay, always try to find a copyright free image. Okay, this looks nice, this is not having any copyright. Okay, so we'll just download it. Okay, so we'll open it with Illustrator. Okay, so we'll just drag it. So we can stretch it. Okay, so we'll actually delete the old one. Okay, we can then send it back. Okay, see, and we can do one thing actually. See, we can actually blend this background. Okay, so we can use a opacity here, and we can try to blend it. See, something like this. Okay, or we can use some other. Okay, if you want to blend, you can blend. Okay, but if you want to keep it like this only, so you can keep it. See, so something like this. And you can also reduce its opacity, this one's opacity. See, if you want. Okay, you can keep it like this. See, let's keep it 100% only. Okay, so something like this. And we can also try to apply a simple blur effect also. See, here we also have this blur, and we can try a radial blur here. See here. Okay, let us see how it looks. Okay, we can keep zoom. See, so we can create some interesting things here, like this. And if you want to do one thing, see, you can, this background is there, Control C, Control F. So what will happen? One more duplicate you will get. So you will get one more background here. Okay, well, let's see. Control C, Control F. Okay, did we get a background? Yeah, here we got a background now. So then we can combine it again with this blending modes. So we can just use overlay. See, now it looks more, okay, more dark. You can try other blending modes if you want. Okay, so you can try overlay, you can try hard light. See, more intense, right? So like this you can create. And last and final, you can try the you can give it a same what do you call, okay, you will give one yellow outline to this. See here. Okay, so a lot of combinations. Okay, right. So then for the one last time we will export it. So just file, export as. So we'll export it as a SVG, or we'll export it as a PNG. Okay, neuron, and we'll click on export. Okay, so let us see how it looks. Where is our C? Open with, we'll just say photos. See, so we got something like this. So we have used, what are the options? We have used revolve option, symbols we have used, and we have also used the text related options. Okay, so now let me show you one last example with this revolve. See, I have used a cylinder actually, cylinder to create this neuron. Okay, N symbol. This time I will use a sphere actually. Okay, I will try to do one logo with a sphere. Okay, let us see how we'll do. So let me just create a new document. See, what I will do is I will take one ellipse. Okay, what I will do, first I will turn off the fill, turn off the stroke, then I will apply a black and white gradient to this. Okay, how to apply black and white gradient? See, here we have this option. See, the black and white gradient, and we will make it a radial gradient like this. Okay, but we will reverse it so that the dark area will be inside. Okay, so then what is the next step we will do? See, the next step is I will apply one effect to this. Okay, so what is the effect? See, go to effect. Here we have an option that is pixelate. So effect, pixelate, and here we have an option that is color half tone. Okay, Sunita and Darpan, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here just we will select the color half tone. So in the color half tone we will keep the value 40, and in this max radius, and in this channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4 will keep value 0. Okay, so see here I have put 0, 0, 0 in all these channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have put the maximum radius 40, and now let me click OK, and see, you got these dots like this. Okay, understood? So now what you'll do is, see, here we want only dots here. I don't want this white color background. Okay, so what I will do is, I will expand it. Go to object and click on this expand appearance. Okay, then what you'll do, see here, if you want only the dots and not the this background, so we will just go to the windows and we'll select an option that is image trace. Okay, go to windows and select an option image trace. So here, so in this image trace we have several options here, but what we want is, we want to remove the white color. So to remove the white color, see, we have to turn on this option. What is that option? Ignore white. Just turn on that option, ignore white. Okay, so what will happen? It will remove the white color. See, now all the white is gone and only the dots are present here. See, only the dots are there. See, you can check here. Keep it here, so white is not present. Right, so now only the dots are there, and we will give some red color to these dots if you want. Okay, we can change the color later, but what I'll do, So I will actually drag it. Okay, I will drag it. I will drag it inside this symbols libraries. Okay, just we'll give dots, we'll keep the name dots, and then we'll just click OK. See, here we got these dots, and now I can delete this simply. Then what I will do, see, previously I used a rectangle. I converted that rectangle to I converted the rectangle to cylinder using the revolve option. This time what I will do, I am going to select a ellipse and I will convert the ellipse to a sphere. Okay, so how we will convert it? See here, I will take a ellipse here. I am going to cut this into 2 pieces. Just click on that point and just click on this scissor. Click on this point and just click on this scissor and cut this. And then what is the next thing we'll do? Select this half circle, go to effect 3D and then simply select this 3D classic and then simply click on this revolve. Okay, so we got a cylinder actually, but we want sphere, so we'll just select the right edge. So now we got a sphere. Okay, understood? Sunita and Darpan? Sunita? What happened to Sunita? Darpan, are you there? Okay. So what I'll do now is we'll just select the map part. Okay, and then we will just select the dots here. See, you can see the dots. So we'll increase the dots. Here. And what I'll do, we'll just click on this invisible geometry. See, now you can see the dots. See here. Okay. So we can actually adjust it properly like this. See here. Okay. So then once you have adjusted it like this, just simply click OK. Okay. And then now what we'll do, we'll just go to object and click on this expand appearance. Then we'll right click, ungroup, release clipping mask. Okay. And then we'll just delete these unwanted objects. Okay. Then we'll again ungroup it. Okay. So we will delete these unwanted objects. Okay, so then we can give some different color to this. See here. So we can use this as a something like a software or software logo or internet logo like this. Okay, see, just you can keep it like this. Okay. See, so then we will just use this one rectangle, and then we'll make it into a rounded rectangle like this. Okay. Then we will turn off the fill here. Okay. We can actually 1 minute. We can keep it like this. Okay. Okay, so something like this, and then we can give a we can give a caption or title like a software company logo, like something like Global Technologies, Global Infotech, something like this. Okay, so we will use the impact for this. Okay, we'll actually type everything in capitals. Okay, okay, so we'll just say we will just make it a little bit italic. Okay, just go to the transform and then we'll say shear. Just select the shear and just we'll put a value here. Okay, something like that. Right, something, we'll just put a caption here. The caption is very important. Innovation with intellect. Okay, okay, so we will actually give it a great vibes. Right, like this. Okay, see, so we can give it a pure red color here. Okay, okay, this one also. Right, see here, simple logo. So then we can just reduce the size of our document. Okay, see, it's very simple. Here we have created a globe type logo. Okay, and then we can just export it. So we'll try to export it as a PNG only. Just simply we'll just say export. Okay, so where is it? See, so we got this globe using the revolve option. Okay, so we have used revolved and created two different logos. Okay,